everyone, Lou here. With the spooky month around the corner now that it's October, this month will be filled with videos talking about all sorts of spooky subjects. Since this is a video talking about spooky subjects, why not review an anime perfect for Halloween? Today, I'll be reviewing Toilet Bound Hanako-Kun. Why?
It's spooky.
Seriously though, this was a huge request in January, and while I wanted to review it then, I thought this would actually work better as a Halloween video. So, roll the intro and let's get started. Toilet Bound Hanako-san is a manga written by Iro Aida in December 2014, whose previous works included anthology manga for Touken Naranbu and Kakegurui. This is her first fully published manga, aside from one pilot that never got picked up, so that's quite surprising. Developed by Studio Lerche, known for anime like Assassination Classroom and Danganronpa, the anime is also directed by Ando Masomi, whose previous works include School Life and Scum's Wish. For this bit of the video, to give you an introduction on what Hanako-san is as an urban legend, here is a small collab with the YouTuber Shibuna Laguna, who does a really great job at telling stories from all kinds of places around the world. So take it away, my dude.
Hanako-Kun is actually based on an iconic Japanese urban legend called Hanako-san. Hanako-san is the ghost that haunts the third to last stall of every elementary school girl's bathroom in Japan. Legend has it that in order to get the ghost of Hanako-san, you have to knock 3 times and say, "Hanako-san, are you there?" If she answers yes, you have the choice to enter the stall or leave. Now here comes the tricky part. If you choose to enter the stall, you'll see a girl in a red suspender skirt and black bobbed hair. Most of the time, she'll just take you and drown you in the toilet. However, there are times where she'll just take you back down to hell. But on those lucky times, she'll spare your life and just disappear into the toilet. So let's hope you have that lucky charm with you that day.
With that out of the way, let's review this anime. Now let me start off by saying that a lot of the enjoyment of this series is due to how shocking the twists are. I'm not saying they're shock horror twists, just that they're meant to surprise you. Due to that, I will not be spoiling the series for once in my life, and I will be trying to avoid spoilers even in the visuals as best I can. So, Yashiro Nene is a girl who falls for boys too hard without them ever even knowing her name. But she's fed up with that, so she seeks the help of the rumored Hanako-san to try and help her fall in love. Only there's a twist. Hanako-san isn't a little girl in a red dress, but instead a young boy. His name is Hanako, and he grants wishes to humans at the school. She wishes to find true love, and he'll grant her wish if only she becomes his familiar. Together, along with a priest in training, they go around the school to find apparitions and how to balance the world between human and spirits. While I'm obviously avoiding spoilers, I will say this premise itself is already very interesting, and to those who know spoilers, this series is genuinely refreshing to see. When I was watching Hanako-Kun, I was reminded of anime from the 90s for some reason. Maybe it's the art style, which I will praise later, or the writing, but this genuinely feels nostalgic somehow. I get a lot of vibes from anime and manga like Cardcaptor Sakura and Inuyasha, despite the fact that this anime is so new. Maybe it's supposed to feel nostalgic, much like urban legends themselves, but I do like the nostalgic vibe it gives off. Now, don't let this cutesy art style fool you though. This series can get really fucked up really fast. I'm not saying it's Whiplash or that it's Magical Girl Site 2 Electric Boogaloo here, just that it does bring up dark subjects. Granted, I can't mention them due to spoilers, but just keep in mind that this anime does dive into the darker matters behind yokai and ghosts. With these dark subjects, I feel like it genuinely balances the cutesy shoujo aspect and the dark story aspect very well. I will lightly say that I do notice it is similar to an anime you all know I never shut up about, and that's Black Butler. Now, I can't explain why manga readers will probably know what I'm talking about, but there is some similarities. Overall, the story is very good. It's interesting, filled with tons of lore, and there are moments that genuinely shocked me or had me genuinely laughing. Very well written story. I really loved it. Guys, guys, this art style is so good. Now, I can't seem to think of a proper comparison to this art style, but it's genuinely unique. It kind of reminds me of Deep Sea Prisoner, storybook illustrations, and something entirely unique on its own. I love the character designs and how expressive everyone looks. From cinnamon rolls to the strong silent type, every expression is so lively that it's something I don't see a lot in modern cutesy anime. Usually the goal is to look as cute as humanly possible, but the vast amount of character expression really helps make it look cuter in my eyes. Obviously, it has its flaws. Sometimes the animation wasn't that great. Sometimes it had the classic "we ran out of budget halfway through, so we'll fix it in the Blu-ray" situations. But I think that's fine. It also did something unique where extra cutesy moments were done resembling manga panels, something I don't see a lot of anime doing aside from Pop Team Epic anyway. While it did irk me a little in the beginning, it actually grew on me and it only added to the charm of the series. The colors are also gorgeous, by the way. Most of the color palette is that of a sunset, so everything is beautiful shades of red, orange, and dark greens. Overall, this animation and art style is pretty great. It's just as unique as the writing for the series. Hanako-Kun. Easily my favorite character. He's actually pretty complex. On one hand, he's goofy and very childish, but on the other hand, he's surprisingly mature and heroic for his age, as he's described. There's just a lot of detail in his character that I wasn't expecting, and I genuinely love it. Nene. An absolute cutie. I love that her biggest flaw is falling too hard without taking a second to know someone. I think it's an important thing to learn about so you don't go throwing yourself at someone who probably isn't into you. She's also just really sweet, and I love how she just wants to help Hanako. Ko. He's also pretty interesting. He's from a family of priests, which is why he's wearing a talisman as an earring which protects him from spirits. And I just really like him. He's kind of that sidekick with the underdog side story, and I like that. That's the characters I can talk about without ruining the series for anyone, but just know that I do genuinely like them all. There are some I don't have much to say on, but other than that, the characters are great. Hanako-Kun is a callback to a classic era of shoujo anime, one where girls are collecting cards, fighting for love, and hanging around with catboys for some reason. When I read the very first chapter of the manga about a year before the anime was released, I didn't think it was special or unique, yet after watching this anime, it was genuinely good and a really special series. It's so cute, filled with all kinds of yokai references, and overall, I can tell it will be a classic for years to come. I highly recommend Hanako-Kun. Like, I genuinely think this is something everyone who loves shoujo, or maybe some slightly darker series with cute moments, will love to see. There is an English dub as well, and Funimation did this one. I'll be honest, it's not that great. English voice for Hanako, Nene, and a few other characters I won't say due to spoilers are fine, but like, Ko's voice is really bad. He's supposed to be 14 years old, and while everyone else sounds relatively accurate to their age, Ko just sounds way too old for his age. Obviously, I mean no offense to the voice actor, he's very talented and he's clearly trying, but the casting director should have really considered someone else because geez, he does not work at all. I'm normally someone who heavily promotes an English dub when I can because I do believe a dub can be just as good as the original, but this is the very few cases where I plead to watch the Japanese version instead because...
I'm Ko Minamoto. In case they ask you how you're finally sent to the underworld.
This English dub isn't it, Chief. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was a highly requested one for a while, and I'm really glad that I finally got to review this series. Let me know down below if there's any other anime you want me to review, and I'll see if I can. Hey guys, thanks for watching! If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. And if any older new subs would like to help support the channel in any possible way, my Ko-fi page is down below in the description along with all of my social media. For any subscribers, new or old, who would like to help with video ideas or maybe just want to talk about anime or something, then I have a fan server linked down below. See you next time!